In this video, I will share my experience of giving PTE English academic test. I've given the test roughly now 3 times, and all 3 times I scored a good 90 by 90 score in all the 4 subsections, which are reading, writing, speaking, and listening. PTE academic English test is not at all difficult. It is made out to be difficult so that a lot of third-party services out there can sell their exams for people who are super scared to give the exam. Coming from my experience, there has to be a ring on the bell. 1 second. Yes, so the English test is not at all difficult. It's super duper easy. It's like you are giving your board exam of 12th standard again. And I remember I scored 88% in my English board exam. So maybe coming from that background, I did not consider PTE academic test to be very difficult. In this video, I will share some tips and some tricks as to how people who are planning to give PTE English. So firstly, before you give any test, it's very important for you to know the format of the test. The test format you can easily find on Google or any YouTube channel. It's super simple. It starts with speaking and writing, goes on to listening, and then the end is reading, I believe. Test starts with introduction. By introduction, I mean you have to give 2-3 lines about yourself. What are your interests? What are your hobbies? What is your purpose of giving a PTE academic English test? From there on, it starts with the writing and speaking test, and then goes on to listening and reading. I believe a lot of people out there are scared to give the essay test, the essay subsection, and also the describe the image section. Trust you me, essay writing is not difficult at all. All you have to do is just give your opinion as to why you are for a certain thing or why you are against a certain thing. For example, they can ask you that do you consider uniforms to be a good thing in schools or a bad thing? Yes or no? And if you go for no, explain your reason with example. And if you go for yes, explain your choice with examples. As simple as that. And a lot of you might be thinking, you don't have good grammar, you don't have good vocabulary, you don't know how to frame or form sentences, or above all, you panic as to not knowing what the question might entail. I think the answer to this question is super simple. All you have to do is just go on Google, write a few topics, and start writing an essay on them. That's how I did well in the exam. All I did was typed topics to write an essay on, and the best part about the essay is it's only 300 words. Again, it comes out to be so much that 300 words are it's a massive paragraph, but it's not a massive paragraph as long as you know what you want to say, how you want to say it, and what points you're going to use to support your topic or your choice rather. Then we come to the describe the image section, which is another section that a lot of you might be fretting to answer. Again, other videos that I watched, they showed that all you have to do is describe whatever is in front of you. For example, if this is the glass that they're showing in the image, I will start by saying this is a blue color glass. The glass has many colors. Well, not many colors, only 2 colors, but it's just, you just have to say lines and sentences in English. Then I'll go on to say this glass can hold tea, coffee, water, juice, blah blah. And above all, this glass is very useful for me to drink my morning tea. Just make up random stories and basically show your fluency, show your pronunciation, show that you are confident in speaking and understanding English. That's all they want to see, whether you are confident enough in understanding, speaking, listening, and writing English. Apart from all this, I think the one thing that I focused a lot when I was giving my PTE exam test was I practiced a lot. like I love reading non-fiction books, but when I knew I had registered myself for the PTE test, I made it a habit to watch a lot of movies because I don't like watching a lot of movies, but I made sure that at least in 2 days I see a movie which is only in English, like Hollywood films. And then I just watched a lot of YouTube videos, whether they were on describing an image or whether they were fill in the blanks, MCQ questions, multiple choice questions with single answers or multiple answers. All these free practice tests which are available on YouTube are super duper helpful. You'll get plenty of them already available. So I would recommend doing that. Start making it a habit to surround yourself with English. When I say surround yourself with English, I mean you have to read English, you have to listen to English, you have to speak. I remember one of my colleagues during that time, she said to me that my English is very strong. By that, she means that I stress a lot on my clarity. Whereas other English speaking people, they just tend to roll up their words, like they use a bit of slang, bit of wobbles here and there, which I do not. I'm just very strong on my accent, very Indian accent, so to say. So I think that's just natural in me. But my above all tip is surround yourself with English and basically drown yourself in English for 1 month before you give the exam. You do not need to get any paid service, even if you get even if you had a say 60% in your 10+2 grade, or if you had like 50% as well, still you will be able to pass the PTA academic test. You just need to know the format, surround yourself with English, and not stress. Do not stress. The test is super simple. The staff there is really kind and very, so to say, empathetic, because each student or exam taker there is very nervous, afraid. Some people are young, some people are old, and mostly they are immigrants, or even if they're not immigrants, everyone is scared, and it's normal to be scared. I was super scared all 3 times I gave my test. Yes, I gave the test 3 times, and all 3 times I was nervous, because the moment they start the process of explaining you what will happen in the test, it's just like your hands go sweaty. You don't know whether you will do well or whether you will not do well, because it's an AI based. A little bit of human intervention is there. Mostly it's AI automated test. Nonetheless, all of you will do the test well. Just surround yourself with English and become English for a month. Apart from that, if you guys have any questions, any doubts, any queries, anything to do with PTE English academic test, let me know, and I hope to be of help. The test is great. Don't panic, practice. हमारे हिंदी में there's this thing also which goes like डर के आगे जीत है, तो सबको मानो और डर के आगे एक्चुअली जीत है. आप सब जीत जाओगे अगर आप टेस्ट प्रैक्टिस करके, हिम्मत करके और कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ. देखो, कॉन्फिडेंस तभी आएगा जब आपने प्रैक्टिस करी होगी. प्रैक्टिस कब करोगे जब एक्चुअली यू विल टेक आउट योर बुक, take out your laptop, or maybe use your phone and start watching videos, start understanding whatever I said before. और हाँ, बस डर के आगे जीत है. अपना स्कोर मेरे को बताना, मैं अपना स्कोर ऑलरेडी शेयर करूँगी कमेंट्स में. And yeah, just ask me any questions you have. I am more than happy to answer.